Today is another day. So today we are going to work with this wrench over here, or spanner, yeah, a spanner over here. I think it's very simple as well. So let's do analyze it. We are going to use offsets here. We are going to use circles here. All right, use tan radius circle here, and offset 2. I'm going to do some rotations, which I'm going to use, yeah, there's an angle here which I'm going to use rotation. Okay, so I'm going to start with it. So please kindly subscribe to the channel if you haven't. All right, so let's move on. Okay, so first we're going to do some offset from this point to that point, which is 100. All right, so O for offset, then a distance of 100. Let's select this line, also distance of 100. All right, so that is my 100 here. So I'm going to draw a circle at that 200 points. All right, so I'm going to draw a circle here. Click there with radius 16 for this one, 16, and radius 15 for this one. So 16, enter again to repeat previous command, which is circle, then radius 15. Okay, all right, so now that we are having these two circles here, we are going to do this rotation stuff over here. Okay, to get the line here, and this line is 17. So how do we do this rotation? So follow and let's do it. So let's say I'm going to draw a reference line here. So you don't want to rotate that main rotational line. Okay, so let's just draw some reference line, and from this point to this point is 90. All right, and the angle 2 is trying to tell us 17. All right, so meaning, let's say from this point, it says from this baseline to that is 17 radius, angle 17 degrees, right? So meaning from this line to that point is 17. Okay, and 90 minus 17 will give us what? 73. Meaning, and if you do rotation in AutoCAD, it doesn't rotate, or if you draw a line here, it doesn't rotate to that point, it will just come that way. So it will rotate clockwise direction, but this time we have to subtract the 17 from the 90, which we are going to get 73. Yeah, 73. Then you rotate it to that point. Okay, you rotate the 73 and you get the remaining to be 17. That's how you're going to get our 17. So RO for rotate, then select this. Okay, then 73. Okay, so now from this point, this line to that line. Oh, okay, since it's a constructional line, so that's why I'm not getting it. So that from that point to that point, it's gonna give you 17. Okay, so now the distance between these two lines is 17. You are going to offset it to 8.5, so I get the length 17. All right, so 8.5, offset distance of 8.5. Today we are not going to keep long. Let's try our best. Okay, 8.5. Select this line, move up, move down. Okay, there you go. So you're going to draw a line, L for line, from this point, then perpendicular to this line. All right, perpendicular, or not anything. So this is a perpendicular, snap, symbol. All right, so perpendicular to this line, then escape. Okay, so you can trim this out. Let's trim and select this as the boundary, enter to confirm the boundary, then you can delete all this out. Oh, okay, all right, so you can trim this ones as well. Select trim. So you know the two types of the way of doing the trimming. So anyway, you can do a trim. You are free to do it. Why is it not trimming? Okay, Okay, no problem. Oh, okay, it's at the end. So see, we are having this. Main, should I call it gone? So many, lines together. Which we drew a circle and having this line. So many. Like if it was supposed to be six, we can say hexagon. It was supposed to be five, polygon or whatever. I don't know. So that's how are you going to call this? So we say I draw a circle and you're having this. Why this? All right. So if you find this, don't delete it and draw it again. You just type region, R-E-G-G, G-N, right? G-N, then enter. You see, boom, it just reshaped the thing for us. So if something is not in the shape that you drew it, you just type the region to reshape it. So all right, so the next thing you're going to do is you're going to pick an arc. By this time you're not going to choose a 3-point arc. By this time I'm going to use start end radius. All right, so start end radius, I'm going to click from here to there, and the radius of, okay, did I choose start end radius of 13? Oh, all right, that's it. So let's replace it. Is this start end radius? Yeah, start end radius. Select from this point to that point, and the radius is going to be 13. All right, so before the reason why I had the arc here is because I picked from this point to the end, the start end, and I got the radius here. The that I got it here, so we can delete this one here, then delete this one out. So you can trim this out. All right, okay. So we are going to do same here. We're going to draw a line here. By this time, this didn't give us a rotation angle of 70. It says 163, right? Meaning from this line to this line is 163, but they are trying to confuse us. It's the same as the 17. Okay, so if you have to check, the angle there from the 90 to that the 17, and the let's say the bottom of the 17 line is here, right? So why is it? So you don't have to do that calculations stuff over there. So it's just trying to confuse you. So rotate is 17. Select this line first. That's the enter to confirm the line. Then 73, so that I can get our 17 here. All right, 73. Then offset this is 15. What's the 13? All right, so 13 is going to be 6.5, 6.5. Right, 6.5. Enter. All right, I'm going to do same thing here. I draw a line. This time we are not going here. We are picking this point perpendicular to this. All right, so you can bring this up. All right, so you can choose this arc again. Then let's say start and radius of, you see, start and it's going that way. So then we're going to redo it again. Start and you count this way. All right, 15, right? Or is it not 15? 9. Okay, 9. So 9 for the radius. Why am I doing this? Let's do this again. Okay, radius of 9. Alright, you're having that 9, so you can take this out, delete, then you trim this out. Okay, so now that you're done with these two parts, let's the simple part with it. So we are going to do this simple and fast. Okay, so we are having this 2, and per the drawing we are having a distance of 11. All right, this line will give you 11, so we're going to offset 5.5 up, 5.5 down. Then we use the tan radius for this portion. All right, so then we are done. You see, let's draw. Okay, offset. So let's draw our lines here. Then a circle T for tan circle radius. You click here, then you click here with a radius of 47. Alright, so I'm gonna repeat the same thing. T for tan radius. Select here. Sorry, let's do this. Enter to confirm. We're gonna do this one here. Do I select this? Hey, what's wrong with me? Alright, so we're gonna trim. That's okay. Let's do this again. So C T for tan radius. I'm gonna click here. What is the radius? 23, and this was 47. So 23. Enter. You repeat the same thing here. T for enter for circle, then T for tan radius, then C. Sorry, you click here. You click there. Then type in the radius 23. Enter. Meaning the tan radius. If you select the circle, then you type C, then hit enter on your keyboard. Then you just click the point that you want the tangential circle to pass along. Then you punch in your radius. That's how I did it. Okay, so we're gonna trim this whole things here. Select this, then select that, then you select this as well. This time I'm very careful. Alright, so we are done with the wrench here, so you can trim this out. Alright, delete those out. We are left with this portion, so we can trim this out, this out, this out, this out. Alright, so we are done with the wrench, which is very simple. So let's do some dimensionings over here. I'm gonna alright, linear from there to there is 11. Already done this in the previous tutorial, so I don't think it's very necessary to do this, right? So just to save time, right? So search for previous tutorials and know how to do the dimensioning. Just that's the annotation. So we've covered this portion, you covered this ribbon over here, and now we covered this annotation, and this is for test. So you click here, choose the space that you want, then let's say you type what you want. Let's say GATF. So it's then you click on the screen to confirm it. So it's very small, so you can just use your scale command here, click, and you see drag to the size that you want, or you punch in, let's say you punch in 20, let's say 28. Yeah, so scale number of 28. So if you want to reduce the scale, the number or the text, you select, then it's enter, then you pick a point where you want to stand to scale, then you reduce it. So this time I'm going to say, let's say you want to reduce to 1, or if you want to reduce the text, the scale, you want to scale or reduce the height of the text by scaling, reducing, you go with points, let's say 7, and you're going to reduce it, right? So that's it. Okay, so thanks for today's tutorial. Thanks for watching, and if you find this tutorial interesting and enjoyable, subscribe to this channel and look out for the new tutorial that you're going to